In 1941, the United States possessed one of the largest militaries in the world. And yet, Pearl Harbor still happened. The problem was not analysis. The problem was collection. Pieces of information existed, but they were scattered, incomplete, and disconnected. That lesson has repeated itself for centuries. Because intelligence is not primarily about thinking, it is about knowing what is actually happening. Stratfor was a private intelligence company often described as a civilian intelligence agency. Its internal glossary became famous because it explained intelligence work with unusual honesty. Today's term is collection, and according to Stratfor, collection is where the real work begins. Collections is the general term for collecting information from all sources. Normally, the heart of operations. At Stratfor, we shift passive collections to the analysts. Somebody else handles active intelligence. There's a whole other Stratfor out there, somewhere. If that sounds mysterious, that is probably intentional. Intelligence organizations rarely advertise their most important activities. And if they do, they usually aren't their most important activities. In 2008, many investors were analyzing mortgage securities. Very few were collecting information from the neighborhoods where the mortgages actually existed. Some analysts studied spreadsheets. A few people looked at reality. Reality won. Collection often sounds less glamorous than analysis. That is because it is, but glamorous rarely beats accurate. The funniest line in the definition may be the last one. There's a whole other Stratfor out there, somewhere. Every large organization has one. There is the visible organization. And then there is the organization that actually knows what is going on. They are not always the same people. Sometimes they are not even on the same floor. The same principle appears everywhere. Most people form opinions from headlines. A few collect information from primary sources. Most people react. A few investigate. Most people consume information. A few gather it. The difference between those groups is often larger than the difference in intelligence. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, President Kennedy demanded information from multiple independent sources before making decisions. The question was never, what do we think? The question was, what do we actually know? Collection comes before judgment. Always. Collection sounds boring. That is exactly why it creates advantage. Everybody wants insight. Almost nobody wants to collect the raw material that produces it. Stratfor's definition leaves us with a simple rule. The quality of your conclusions can never exceed the quality of your collection. And somewhere, behind every great analysis, there is usually somebody doing the unglamorous work of finding out what is actually true.